Hey friends, welcome back. It has been a really long time since my last video, which I've had quite a few people contact me, message me. Most of them lovely, some not. Part of putting yourself, I guess, online is you're gonna get some not great messages. I was planning on filming this video yesterday, but the day just disappeared. So we're filming it today. I'm not as presentable, but I've got a little bit of time to be able to do this. So, hi, I'm sorry that it's been an age since I have got the camera out. It's been a really tough 3-4 months, and I just wanted to put in a trigger warning at the beginning of this video. If you are struggling with anything to do with children, wanting children, pregnancies, baby loss, anything like that, please feel free to skip this video, because I have been there and I understand that sometimes you just need to protect yourself. But so skip the video if you feel you need to. If you don't know, hi, I'm Amelia, welcome to my channel. There is a lot of new people that have arrived in my absence, and I just wanted to say, kind of come in here and explain where I've been and what's been happening over the last few months. So if you've seen any of my previous videos about me personally, you'll know that a couple of years ago I had a later on miscarriage. When we got pregnant with our third, what would have been our third, and I had a miscarriage like over Christmas and New Year 2021. And it was a later on miscarriage. It was quite traumatic and it broke me. It took me a good time to get over that, and that is what starting my channel was all about, because I needed something to take my mind off it. I needed something else to focus on, because after that miscarriage we decided we were not going to have any more babies, which was really hard. But I purged all my baby stuff, I got rid of everything, and we decided as a family, not me and my husband decided, after how traumatic that all was, I didn't want to risk going through it again. I didn't want to risk not being the parent my children needed me to be, because I have 2 boys. They are under 8 years old, and when I went through that miscarriage I just wasn't myself for quite a while. But that's the backstory. It was really traumatic, so we decided to not have any more babies, and I wanted 4 children originally. That was my dream, but it isn't that simple, because I also have really terrible pregnancies. Fast forward to whenever my last video came out, I think it was May, middle of May maybe, April actually, I'm not too sure. Not long after that video, I'll just come out and say it, I found out I was pregnant. And we have then since been on a huge roller coaster. So this was not part of the plan. We had gotten rid of all of our baby stuff, like I had said, and we had decided to not have any more. And we didn't know what we were going to do. We found out I was pregnant. I was about 5 or 6 weeks pregnant, and then I pretty much immediately got ill. Both my previous pregnancies, I have suffered with HG. It's hyperemesis, and I can never say the second word, guys. Let me see if I can find it up. Hyperemesis gravidum. I'm going to butcher it, but. And what that is, if you don't know, no, it's not just morning sickness, and anyone who has suffered with HG understands that when people just say it's morning sickness, have a ginger biscuit, you want to punch them. But with my first 2 pregnancies, not the miscarriage, I suffered with this, and what that meant was, for my first I was sick multiple times a day until about 30-ish weeks, and with my second I was sick over 10 times a day until about 25 weeks, and I was hospitalised with them. I lost a ton of weight and I had to go on IV fluids. With the second one, with my youngest son, it was really tricky, because my husband felt like a single dad, because I'm literally bedbound or in hospital, and I was already underweight when I got pregnant with my second, and I lost like 1.5 stones. It was just, it's really traumatic. So that was another reason why we weren't going to have any more babies, because we just couldn't go through that again. But here we were with this surprise pregnancy, and I was just riddled with fear. We were trying to figure out what we were going to do. I was once again bedbound, being sick multiple times a day, while homeschooling my 2 children that I do have. It was a lot. We went through this whole process, finally got our heads around to the fact that we're going to have another baby. We're starting to kind of get, although I was still feeling so sick, was starting to kind of get excited about it. And then, I might cry in this video, so forgive me there, but then at pretty much, I think I was 2 days away from being 12 weeks, I had a really big bleed. And this is pretty much the same thing that happened to me with the last one, and I was about 11 weeks. And I was just like, right, I'm having another miscarriage, it's happened again. And yeah, so we kind of, I think from the fear of last time, we rushed to the hospital. We got someone to watch the kids, rushed to the hospital after hours and hours of just wanting a scan. Like, I didn't care about me, I just wanted someone to scan me, to tell me if my baby was dead or alive. That's all of the information I wanted to know. And eventually, hours and hours later, someone was able to scan me, and they did say that the baby was fine, as in the baby had a heartbeat, baby was alive, but they then told us that I had placenta separation, and there was a 50% chance that at any point in my pregnancy things could go wrong and I could lose the baby, and they put me on bed rest. They prescribed me special medication to try and prevent miscarriage, and I was put on bed rest, and I then had a 12-week scan booked, but it was really delayed, and what would have been when I was about 13, 14 weeks. So I was put on bed rest while feeling ill. The sickness amazingly started to clear up a bit. I was only being sick a couple of times a day, which never happened before. It was always so intense the whole time, but I was starting to feel a little bit less ill, but I was bedbound. And they had put me on bed rest to try and prevent the miscarriage. So then we went into the hospital and they just said, this is indefinitely, there's nothing they can do because I'm still technically so early. And then we went in for our 12-week scan, but we were closer to 14 weeks by that point. And when we went in, I explained everything that this doctor who had scanned me in the middle of the night had said. And the ultrasound technician's face just dropped, and she was like, she sort of kind of said, doctors don't know how to read scans, and let me have a look because what you're saying doesn't add up. So she then proceeded to scan me and told me that everything was absolutely fine, whatever this doctor said was not true, and that there's over like 30 reasons why I could have bled during that stage of my pregnancy, and it had nothing to do with the baby. It could have, as in the baby's health, and that I didn't need to be on bed rest, and I was actually a week ahead in my pregnancy than I thought I was. It was horrible that I spent 3 weeks worrying when I didn't need to and being on bed rest, but having that made me feel so much better. And then it's been, the last kind of few weeks has been me starting to feel better. I still feel nauseous all the time, and I think that's just unfortunately the type of pregnancies I have. But this pregnancy has been so much more manageable because my other ones I really was hospitalised and bedbound for the majority of it. This time round I was being sick 10 times a day, but only until 14 or 15 weeks, and I haven't been sick since the 14-week, what would have been the 14-week mark that I thought 13 weeks was. But I just feel nauseous all the time, but I'm managing it a lot more this time around, which is amazing. That is where I've been. It's been a roller coaster. I've just not been in a place of being able to make any videos because, if we're honest, we've all been in survival mode. Frugality left the building because we just had to survive. And if I'm going to get any negative comments, just don't, please. If you're going to comment saying you're not frugal or that's not true, whatever you're like, that's not the science of pregnancy. This is my experience, okay? And I'm still very sensitive, very hormonal, and I'm not going to be dealing with any negativity. And if there is, I will be deleting the messages because I'm not dealing with it. And I have had quite a few negative comments, which also hasn't helped, and that's one of the reasons I've not been responding to any messages on here. I have been seeing them, and I appreciate all of the love people have been giving me, but I do tend to focus and have noticed a lot of the negative comments, and I'm just not doing it. But the reason I'm making this video is I'm just wanting to let you know where I am fine. So we're really excited to welcome baby into the world. Baby is actually due on my 30th birthday, which I am super excited about. I'm now just going to be taking things kind of 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, and the routine of uploads are probably going to be all over the place. It will be as and when I have the time, capacity and ability to make and film these videos. I'm hoping for 1 or 2 videos a month, but I am giving myself complete free rein as to when and how I do that. And now I feel like I'm at a place where I can kind of start again, try again, and I will be trying to get a couple of videos out a month starting from September time. I'm going to try. On top of all of this, my son accidentally dropped my filming equipment, So my microphone and my camera are half broken, which is also making this harder because I refuse to spend money on any of my equipment because I'm not making much money whatsoever on YouTube, and I mean it's pennies at this point. It might always be pennies, and that's fine because I'm not doing it for the money, but that put me off wanting to film again because I don't know what video is going to look like. I don't know if it's going to be in really bad condition and it's going to be blurry, or the microphone might be broken. I don't know. I'm just hoping that it's working. But anyway, I have been rambling for long enough. If you do like my videos and you like my content, then please like and subscribe to my channel. Please, if you have any video ideas, let me know down below. They might take me a very long time to get to them. I doubt it'll be more sit down videos for the time being rather than like cooking recipe type videos. Sorry, I'm just sitting on the floor, it's rather uncomfortable, and I'm so much bigger this pregnancy. Third time around, I feel like this is how big I was at full term. I'm just over halfway and I feel massive. This is the most chaotic video I think I've ever filmed. So if you have the patience to get this far, well done. Anyway, that's the video for today. That is where I've been. Son, where have you gone? But yeah, that is where we're at. We are having another baby, which was a big surprise, and I will be trying to get a couple of videos out a month too, but I'm not holding my breath. Thank you so much for watching this insane video and sticking to the end. I'm hoping to spend a bit more time focusing on you guys again now, so let me know your recommendations of videos that you want down below. And I'm just repeating myself over again now, so I'm gonna say goodbye and I will see you in my next video whenever that may be. Who knows? Bye friends, I'll see you in the next video.